it been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Break off for a year, only know like once.
What's up? It's your boy M.A.G.S. and yo, A.K and Meek are going back and forth, and it's one of my most entertaining Twitter beefs ever. A.K reached out to Meek and was like, hey, I'll offer you $1 million up front for a 52 episode 1 week podcast. We own the audio, we own, all the rights to it with an option to renew in the second year. Also, we bust down all the ads, prize picks, etc. And Meek was like, hey, the hat you wear, I'm my own. I just don't be saying nothing. Pretty much saying like, hey, you not a big dog. I'm not talking to you when I ask for help. You know what I'm saying? Trying to sun Akademiks. And I think that's one of the main things that kind of irks A.K because he wants that respect. That's like, yo, I'm big A.K now, right? Once Meek realized that A.K was trying to sun him, he was like, not like a financial podcast deal. I hang around with billionaires. I don't need your money. I'm caked up. You stream from your chair getting drunk. I'm changing laws, stopping major hood beefs, trying to uplift the culture. Really like, yo, A.K, who do you think you talking to? Like, who you trying to play with? You think I need your bread? You think I need his money? You think I'm broke? Like, yo, watch who you talk to type shit, trying to put him in his place. And A.K responded, and he was on time, and he said, wait, you're trying to stop hood beefs? Hey, yo, didn't you freestyle 2 days ago and rapping about you gonna start spinning while we spraying your car, Turks and Caicos? I got back and bought 3 Dracos. Kind of expressing like, yo, Meek, you are the biggest promoter of the same things you are trying to say you stop. The things you're claiming to trying to prevent in your hood, you take advantage of both sides. You playing on double dutch. You on one side, you in or you out. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You trying to claim you're an activist, and you promoting street beefs and street violence. A.K goes on to say, he's like, you don't even reside in Philly anymore. You live in a high-rise condo in Manhattan. You drove to Philly at 2 a.m. to act like you was spinning or looking for ops. Ran into nobody. Ran 3 red lights. He's saying you was moving so fast. Get up out of there. You ran 3 red lights. Getting out of there. Drove back home. He's like, why did you do that? Hey, yo, that is the funniest thing. He called that man 6'9". He said you pulled up to your own city. He's 6'9", don't actually from O Block. He said Meek pulled up to his own city at 3 a.m. like he's 6'9". That's crazy. A.K goes on to say, you don't think tweeting that you got $1 million to put aside to wipe a street nigga's family off the map is an exciting beef? You don't think acting like you're driving around Philly at 2 a.m. with a check engine light on, ready to spin is inciting beef? You don't think being a millionaire taunting people who have no choice but to be in a hood isn't fueling street beefs? You don't think blocking opportunities for up-and-coming rappers who have no outlet but drugs and violence isn't exciting beef? You don't think tweeting you're down to die over situations from reacting poorly on isn't inciting street beefs? Yo, A.K cooked this man on this. He said, you don't think saying you'll pull up to my house and pee on my steps, shooting music videos, inciting street beefs? You can keep talking on both sides of your face. Activist or killer, which one are you? Yo, A.K went crazy. A.K goes on to say, as a matter of fact, since you want to tell the governor on me, the governor should know what kind of man you are, threatening to kill people and putting hits out on people. And we got the screenshots. We kept the files.
From now on, I'm the internet J Prince, man.
In true Meek Mill fashion, he responds and says, all right, you don't believe me? Next time I'll go live. But if something happens, we hunting you to the death. Hey, yo, Meek, you just proved him right. Which one are you going to be doing, right? Like, are you going to be an activist or a street nigga? Are you going to be, with the governor, or are you going to have 1 foot out in Philly riding around spinning blocks? And I think that's the problem. You switching up on your audience. You created an audience, say you was a street nigga, you a hood nigga, and then you decided to go activism when you went to jail. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you got to know how to do it subtly without putting it on a front street. I think Akademiks is one of my favorite strategists when it comes to beefs and arguments and going to war with people or individuals he doesn't like. You see, because what Akademiks does, what he's really great at doing is pinpointing, your weaknesses, pinpointing, your insecurities. When he looked over at Rory and Mal, he didn't like them. He said, "You're a worker. You're an employee. You don't even own the podcast." And that caused a beef between them. That caused strife and turmoil in between that group. What he sees in Meek Mill is he sees the same thing that Drake saw. There's a reason why Drake rapped, "I came here playing AR-Ab." And what did Meek Mill do? Meek Mill started going at AR-Ab. Well, what is Ak doing? Ak is saying, "You not really a street nigga. You not really gangster. You not like that. You an activist. You not really about that." And Meek took the bait. He said, "Man, I'm gonna go live in Philly." As if you really have enemies in Philly, going live is probably not the best thing to do. Akademiks is good at drawing out your insecurities and making you seem and look crazy. And that's all he did for the Roy and Mal podcast. He was like, "You're a worker." He drew out their insecurities. Then they didn't know how to go about it. He has his finger in their sore spot. He keeps poking them. I love watching him work. He's really good at what he does. And later on in life, we need to analyze all of Meek Mill's tweets, because they're just a level of there's a level of like not being in touch with your audience. Like, this is what a rapper looks like when they're not in touch. How can you have a core group of rappers or core fan base that does not like the police, does not like the government, does not like any of these things? Matter of fact, they're mad at the government for, taking you to jail, etc. And you're trying to do reform. You're trying to work with the government. You're talking about spinning blocks and shooting people, but also rapping about changing those blocks and working with the governor. That's not in these people's palette, right? And that's one of the main things they like about their artists, is not to switch up and make the same content and stay consistent. So I thought this was super interesting. I pray for Meek, but let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section. Who y'all think's winning? Is it a Meek Mill? Is it a W for Meek Mill? Is it an L for Meek Mill? Do you think Ak's winning? You think Meek's winning? Let me know down in the comment section. It's your boy Empty Mags, and I'm out.